So it pains me to make a video like this because I always try to stay positive on this channel and be really chill. But with all the political stuff that has gone on over the last month, I can no longer hold my frustration with this series. What's up, everybody? For those of you who don't know, my name is Phantom. Today we're taking it back in time for the gameplay as I've got some World at War running in the background because honestly, this is the only thing I was able to stomach playing. That's right, I would rather risk bricking my PC, handing over my information to some Russian communist spy, playing an old outdated Call of Duty, rather than playing another match of Black Ops 6, and I'm being serious about that. What happened to this series? What happened to Call of Duty? If you're older than 25, 26, maybe even 24, you lived throughout this era because the franchise that used to dominate our childhoods and our teenage years, me personally, before I switched to Destiny back in 2014, Call of Duty was my go-to game. I remember every night after school from 2008 to 2013, it was all Call of Duty with the friends too. This game that I am playing here on PC, World at War, was actually my first Call of Duty game. The World at War campaign felt like it was a war movie. It was brutal. It was innovative for the time for a World War II shooter. It introduced Nazi zombies and many more. These games weren't perfect, but they were memorable. They had identity, they had grit, they had maps that didn't feel like they were designed by a 2-year-old, prompting AI the words, "Make map that 3-lane system." And the best part is, they were fun when you were even getting your ass handed to you. If people think that camping in Call of Duty was bad today, they wouldn't even last 2 minutes in the old Call of Duty games where people actually knew positioning and camping rather than running around the map like a headless chicken on ice skates. It wasn't just World at War that was good. It was also Modern Warfare 2007. It was also Black Ops 1. It was also the OG Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, and even the OG Modern Warfare 2 despite its problems. Then something changed, slowly but surely, then all at once. The yearly releases started feeling less like new games and more like reskin updates. The maps gotten smaller. The movement got faster. Every player has unlimited sprint as base kit, which is a terrible combination. And the skill-based matchmaking, don't even get me started on that shit. It's not just like a Call of Duty problem, it's an every game problem now. It's like the game is starting to treat every match like it's Call of Duty's version of the Olympics or something. It's not like they, I don't know, have some sort of alternative and competitive game mode exclusively made for people who want to play people their skill level. Something like a league play of some sort. But I've never heard of it. Who knows? You drop 30 kills one game and then the next match, SBMM decides to put you up against 6 Market J's on the other team in the next game. And somewhere along the lines, the fun just kind of slipped out the back door. I no longer have the fun. And it's not a skill issue. I'm still 27, by the way. I still have the hand-eye coordination. I'm not an old man. I can still play good in Call of Duty sometimes. I don't want to have to ice skate around the map just to keep up with these modern COD players though. Sometimes I just want to relax and use weird classes and have fun. And that's something that I can't do in these modern Call of Duties because you will get your ass handed to you. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. It happened overnight in the blink of an eye, just like the drop in Battlefield 6's player count, and that's microtransactions. Back in the day, you unlocked camos by simply playing the game. You got attachments just by using that simple gun. If you wanted to have better perks and you wanted to move around the map like the kids do these days, you would unlock something called pro perks. And believe me, the lightweight and marathon pro combo was definitely a go-to in Black Ops 1. If you wanted to earn respect, if you wanted to get extra classes and trophies, you would have to put all of your cards and unlocks on the line just to prestige and get to max level. You lost everything, every prestige, your camos, etc. You had to earn things. Now, if you want a cool skin, $20. If you want a camo, $20. If you want a bundle that comes with a gun that says totally not pay to win but kinda is, you guessed it, $20. It's like the game turned into a digital mall. And the crazy part is the store gets more updates than the actual game itself. This isn't new to Call of Duty. Microtransactions have been here since Modern Warfare 2007, but those were primarily map packs outside of the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2. Map packs that could be toggled on and off and it wouldn't interfere with your experience. It never took away from the grind of the game. It didn't give anybody an unfair advantage like it did in Advanced Warfare or especially in Black Ops 3. The worst part of this is that all of this possibly happened because of Jeffrey Epstein, of all people, the notorious pedophile who apparently got the idea of microtransactions, gave the idea of microtransactions, I should say, to Activision CEO at the time, fantasizing about getting kids addicted to video game purchases. Yeah, that's right. If this is true, then that means the entire gaming industry is just one big pedo ring where the rich suits gets kids addicted to spending money that they don't have in the first place, which is sickening to my stomach. And the fact that Call of Duty possibly started this is ridiculous. Somewhat ridiculous, if I may say. Another big issue that I have with Call of Duty is that they don't know what it wants anymore. Does it want to be a tactical shooter like Battlefield? Does it want to be an arcade shooter, which is what Call of Duty used to be? Does it want to be a battle royale like PUBG? Does it want to be an extraction shooter like Arc Raiders? Is it a Fortnite with military skins? Is it a Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj simulator? Every year feels like they're chasing whatever trend is hot instead of just being Call of Duty, and they do this because that's what makes them money. Remember, Call of Duty had its own lane when other games were copying it. Now Call of Duty is the one copying everybody else, and they're doing it in the most corporate way possible. And that's why I'm playing this World at War in the background today. This game has roughness around the edges. That's what makes it beautiful. The guns feel heavy. The maps feel like actual battlefields, and the sound design to this day is still unmatched. And that intro in the beginning of the game gives you chills. There's no flashy games. There's no flashy skins, There's no anime bundles. There's no glowing blue rifles that make me look like came out the rave. Just boots on the ground gameplay with some tanks sprinkled in. You can play the game however you want it. If you want it to be an actual sniper, don't we miss those? You can be a actual sniper. If you want it to be a rusher, you can be a rusher. If you want to be the one controlling specific areas, you can do that. It was all up to you. It reminds you of a time when Call of Duty was made for players, not shareholders. Now the big question, I know I've been ranting a long time, but the big question now is, can Call of Duty make a comeback? And honestly, I believe so. Yeah, I do believe so. But they have to do something they haven't done in a long time, and that's listen. Listen to the players who grew up with the franchise, like myself. Listen to players who buy the game every year, like myself. Listen to the folks who don't want this new movement gimmick, they just want a good shooter. Strip it back, focus on the gameplay, focus on the map, and focus on the identity. And I also want to add one more thing to this. They need to innovate. What made Call of Duty the best-selling game every year is that they always innovated. From the kill streak system in Call of Duty 4, or just the modern setting in Call of Duty 4 altogether, to the round-based zombie game in World at War known as the Nazi zombies, to expanding upon Modern Warfare and implementing the pro perk system and the choosable kill streak system in Modern Warfare 2 is what made that game pop off like crazy. The Specialist package in Modern Warfare 3 innovated even that onto Modern Warfare 2. It made you feel like you're running around like a super soldier. To the tactical arcade/hybrid system in Modern Warfare 2019 was probably the last thing they innovated on. They need to innovate again, and personally, how I think they should innovate is by taking a shot at making an arcade-style Civil War game. But that's just me. In my opinion, a Civil War game is desperately lacking in the first-person shooter field. I mean, you have a couple of realistic ones like War of Rights, but if a company like Call of Duty were to take that idea and put it to a full-on 6v6 multiplayer mode with a full-on campaign, that would be great. If they did that, I truly believe Call of Duty would be great again. But hey, that's just my take. Let me know what you think happened to Call of Duty. Did it fall off? Did it get too corporate? Are we just getting older and nostalgic? Either way, thanks for dealing with my rant today. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's been your boy Phantom. Peace.